you're just getting back. Hi. I'm Miriam. Co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. Thanks so much for joining us on our keto journey.
Yep, and I hope that the sound is working.
I hope
I got a new cable.
Too.
So now that the transmitter's right here.
It's still ugly, though.
Okay. Well, we might be able to pull off these things. I don't know. We'll try it later. Easy Zells is on. There's probably a couple of people that were on before, but I don't have that view up right now.
Sorry,
so sorry.
guys.
Karen says, good morning, everyone. Older Pennsylvania says, good morning, Keto Chow family. So excited. My latest order of cookies and cream root beer float and chocolate peanut butter arrived a day ahead of schedule. What to try first? Root beer. Well, this is good morning. Shauna says, good morning, all. Is it hot in here or is it me?
It's hot in here.
Okay. Yeah. Luke says, good morning. Lisa says, good morning. Susan says, happy Wednesday.
The air is on, though.
If you say so. Andrew says, good morning, Chow fam. Susan says, oh yeah, happy Wednesday. Karen says, I love chocolate peanut butter. I need to get more. Mike is on, says, hi again.
Hi again.
Vanny says, good morning. Ludo says, I just killed my second bag of caramel macchiato. Have one more. So time to order again soon. How much longer till we can subscribe to that flavor? That's a really good question.
That is a good question.
Actually...
I can write that down so that we can talk about it.
Jerry says, this is not a drill. I love that shirt. I was super happy when I pulled it out this morning. I'm like, hey, I'm going to wear that shirt today. So, yeah. Let's see. Carol says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. Kathy is on. Blue Dove says, Miriam is super quiet, but I can hear. That's because I'm projecting and Miriam is not. So, a lot of times I try to remind myself to speak more quietly so that there isn't such a disparity between the two of us.
I can talk loud if I want to yell at people.
That's right. Sean says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. Our live stream from last week, a Tuesday night live stream.
Yes.
Ben put in the chapters of what's going on. The last chapter is yelling at kids.
It says yelling at kids?
It does. It's hilarious.
Were we yelling at our kids?
No, we were just like, hey, guys.
That was you. I wasn't yelling at the kids.
Anyway, Shauna is on. Patricia says, my June box isn't here yet. It was in Lubbock 3 days ago, just around the corner from Big Spring, where I'm at. It's now in Illinois?
What?
What the heck?
That's lame. I'm sorry. I hope it finds its way to you.
Willow says, bah, Miriam. Okay.
Sorry.
Doc says, good morning, all. Here's good to me. Laura says, good morning from Laura. She's in SoCal.
Good morning.
Tina says, good morning, Keto Chow family. Rhiannon is on. Let's see. Cadence says, speaking of hot in here, I discovered a biohack for bug bites. High flush niacin. It pushes everything up to 11 for a few minutes, but when the flush is over, the itching is so much less. Wow.
Well, probably because you're distracted by the flush. So I took niacin for a while because Maria Emmerich told me to take it, but I hated the niacin flushes.
Oh, really?
It bothered me a lot, so I quit.
All right. Red Wine says, good morning from Cincinnati, Ohio. My wife loved the recipe box. We had our daughter open the club box on FaceTime so we could see it since we won't be home until the 24th. Wow. Boy says, hi, everyone. Loved last night's live. I cried also. Candace says, having chocolate peanut butter with coffee for breakfast and 2 deviled eggs.
That sounds awesome. I want 2 deviled eggs.
Carol says you are a softer speaking voice in person as well.
It is true. Yes, I am I'm actually a lot quieter in person than I am on here.
All right.
Because that's how I am.
Jessica says I added a dad joke. And Anthony says, whoop, just made it for the live.
Whoop, whoop.
He says, not first, but still the sexiest.
There you go, Heath.
Patsy's on from Blackfoot, drinking chocolate mint this morning.
Oh, mint is delicious.
Matreus is almost done with my workday. Just 2 more sprint review meetings and a couple of reports.
Yeah.
Incidentally, Matreya, the adapter for my Atari joystick USB adapter arrived yesterday. It's just sitting on the computer desk at home.
That's nice.
Thinking about what it's done.
With a bunch of other stuff that needs to be cleaned off.
Yep. Mike says, try using your indoor voice, Chris. I get it. I just forget sometimes.
He's just allowed
I was
now.
more interested in making sure that stuff was working.
Sometimes it's embarrassing at the movie theater because he's so loud.
Toy Story 2 was hilarious.
He was loud,
I
and
was
everybody
just
turned
laughing.
around in the theater
Actually,
to look
the
at him
best
laughing.
one was it Twilight or Breaking Dawn? I think it was
Yeah.
Twilight. Like when they touch
It was during
hands.
the serious part, and he
They
was
touch
laughing.
hands,
He
and
was
she's like,
giggling.
oh! I just laughed. I laughed through that entire movie because it
Yeah.
was so funny.
I like it.
Let's see. Let's just
Look,
good
I
morning
have
from the
red, white,
beautiful.
and blue, because guess what? It's summertime.
Summertime. Candace is saying hi to Shauna. Matrice says work powered by caramel macchiato keto chow.
Yes.
Ronna says, good morning, Bears and Chow fam. Finally going to try the orange cream, making it with heavy whipping cream and almond milk.
Orange
Having
cream
strawberry for
sounds
breakfast is underrated. Oh,
Delicious.
strawberry is underrated. Yeah, Miriam didn't ever really like the strawberry
I
until we
did,
tried
until
it
we
with
started
butter.
with butter, because I just want it to be more strawberries.
Yeah. Matt says, made a
Butter's better.
delicious keto chow experiment last night. I had spinach soup by blending beef soup base, butter, and half a box of frozen spinach.
What a good idea.
Plus my usual seasoned salt and pepper.
That's
black pepper.
awesome. That sounds amazing.
Cynthia says, good morning, everyone.
Good
He
morning,
says, I just got home from
Cynthia.
HEB, bought fresh jumbo Gulf shrimp and rainbow trout.
Delicious.
I went to Walmart this morning to pick up some photos,
Uh-huh.
and apparently there are 2 Walmart supercenters in South Jordan, and I went to the wrong
Yeah.
one. I went to the one by our house, not the one by Costco.
That's a bummer. We never go to that one, so you just
I only
selected
go
the
to that
wrong-
one when I go to
Costco.
Costco, and yeah. I
Oh,
just
well.
picked the South Jordan one. Anyway, Cadence says, I've heard but cannot verify that the niacin flush turns off lipolysis, so it can increase ketosis once it's over, as your body is forced into lipolysis for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just didn't
Trey
want to
says,
do it
how
anymore.
exciting. Anthony says, you can get no flush niacin, but can you get no flush magnesium? That was a poop joke. Dennis says, very good morning to the Bears, and Lynette waiting until she got on to greet you all. Okay. Mimi says, good morning, everyone. Hi, Miriam. Your hair looks beautiful. Love it.
Thank
you like it
you.
with the different backdrop?
Yeah, it's brown.
Yeah, I put that up last night.
It kind of doesn't look real.
I don't know. There's a suspension of disbelief if it's out of focus.
Yeah, it's a little out of focus.
Yeah.
You look cute today. though.
Focus.
That's
Jerry says, well, it's 1 louder, isn't it? It's not 10, you see. Most blokes, will be playing at 10. Where do you go from there? Where? 11.
11.
I actually never have seen that movie. I've only seen that clip. Blue Dove says, oh, I'm a loud laugher, too. Gene says, yeah, I made it in time.
Yeah.
Lynn says, I love it when people laugh out loud. Hey, y'all. Laura is on. Carol is talking to Patricia, says these holidays do a number on our package delivery. Yeah, Carol, your husband's a mail carrier, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you find him last night?
I hope he came home.
Miss DJ says, good morning. Finally watched your video on protein. And used
yes.
Maria's calculator. How do you not exceed the total carb limit with approximately 7? See, that's the thing. I personally do not worry at all about acacia gum fiber. At all.
With Keto Chow.
The reason why I think it's prudent to look at total carbs is because a lot of keto treats will use sugar alcohols or they'll use fibers that are sweetened.
Yeah, and then
As
that just
sweeteners.
messes with your tummy.
And so we usually call it the fiber game. So I personally don't, if something's just got acacia gum in it, which is what Keto Chow, which is what we use, I don't worry about that at all. So there you go. I've thought about cutting down the total carbs in Keto Chow, reducing the amount of acacia fiber, but I just like what it does for my gut bacteria too much, and the way that it makes the fats mix in and not separate out. So if you are sticking to 10 total carbs, it is going to be difficult with the total carbohydrates in Keto Chow. But again, I don't know. Research acacia gum. We've got a really good article on our website about, if you search for acacia gum Keto Chow, you'll find the acacia gum features and benefits that talks about what your gut bacteria, it metabolizes it into short chain fats, specifically butyrate, which is a precursor to beta hydroxybutyrate. So carbs go in. It is a carbohydrate, but your body only sees it as a fat in the end. So there you go. Jen says, did you get more butter?
No. And you went to the store.
Well, I went to Walmart, but I was getting out of there as quickly as I could. So maybe I will tell Nick to not have his wife worry about it, and I'll just go to Costco.
Because you need butter.
Because I need butter.
Probably need heavy cream, too.
I do need heavy cream. Dennis says, how goes the Keto Chow
cream
storefront today, Lynette? Let's see. Trey says, just got home from HEB, but did you remember to buy a bag or 3 of Texas pecan coffee for Maitreya?
Oh,
I forgot to do that, too. Caden says, have you considered expanding
coffee.
the strawberry spectrum? Regular, sucralose, natural, monk fruit, and now wild strawberry, no sweetener at all.
I don't know what that would taste like.
I could try that.
Probably not as good.
Gene says, has anyone heard about a possible meat shortage? I have heard about that, and I
haven't
actually looked at meat prices in my area to see what was on sale. One of our local supermarkets has tri-tip on sale for $3.99 a pound, so I'm thinking about getting a whole boatload of that.
You need to, because we're getting low on steaks.
There's still quite a lot, and I filled up that freezer not too long ago, and there's 3 of them right there that are thinking about what they've done.
They're on the sofa. Don't you keep steaks on your sofa?
I keep steaks on my sofa. Well, when I'm late for work, I totally do.
Yeah, he just walked in a minute ago because he went to the wrong Walmart.
I did. Diana says, chop up 2 or 3 small frozen strawberries into the strawberry shake. Yummy. That's a good way to do it.
That is.
Or in a blender. One of our employees like to put like 2 or 3 blueberries into the vanilla.
Oh yeah, totally. That'd be great. And the thing is, that's what's so cool about keto. Like you change your taste, so 1 strawberry really is enough.
Yeah.
Like a couple of blueberries is really enough. So, yeah, it's nice.
Andrew says, nothing like transferring 454 pounds of mulch into my car. Workout number 1 done. Now spreading it.
Andrea!
Oh, he says, Maitreya, they have a bag. Now come, you just need to come get it. Sonia is on. Candace says, Team Twilight. Hey, hashtag Team Leah Clearwater here.
I have listened to that like 5 times.
What, the book?
The Twilight books.
Okay. Wendy says, can we talk about s'mores? Well, that's something that Jerry brought up. So in the June Chow Club, spoiler alert, by the way, there was a single packet of s'mores. That was supposed to be 2 packets of s'mores.
Whoopsie.
A couple months ago when s'mores was getting low, we were like, hey, what would be a really great surprise if like the June Chow Club box had s'mores in it.
Yep.
So we took out a bunch, enough for what we thought would be 2 per box.
We sneakily saved them.
Turns out it was only enough for 1 per box because of the number of Chow Club box subscriptions that we had.
Which is awesome. But you guys need to do the marshmallows because it's a great recipe.
And you can do that with
crackers.
other flavors.
It's a great recipe.
The original recipe for the marshmallows actually used root beer.
Yeah, but it's better with the marshmallow flavor.
True. And the key, and there's a video on the recipe for the marshmallows, there's a video that talks about making the marshmallows. And the key is you're putting it into a mixing, hopefully a stand mixer. And you turn it on and just walk away.
For like 20 years.
Not 20 years, but like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it just needs to whip in the air. The first time I made it, I think I used granulated sweetener, which was wrong.
Yeah, you got to use powdered.
And I didn't whip it long enough, which was wrong. And it basically just made Jell-O. And it was okay, but it wasn't marshmallows. Second time I made it, I'm like, what the heck? This is amazing.
You made miracles.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know I always say I don't like marshmallows, but I do like marshmallows. I like a marshmallow.
Okay.
But I wouldn't never make them because then I would only eat 1 and then be done for like a month.
Now, if your question is, when is s'mores coming back, we have not yet made an announcement about that flavor in that size and the availability of that. So
any dates.
Yep. If and when we bring it back, we will tell you probably right here in the live stream.
Probably here on the Chow Club Early Access page.
That actually might be where it would be. That's probably where any flavors that are coming back would be first. So, let's see. Jerry says, I need to make me some Snickerdoodle shakes now. Thanks for the wonderful big bag.
Yeah.
Shauna says, I always laugh when people mention Twilight. I grew up in Forks. There you go.
Go to Forks.
Deborah says, I just finished my first Snickerdoodle shake. It was delicious. My second day of 30-day challenge. I'm a newbie to Keto Chow. Thanks for what you do. Awesome.
Thanks for being here, Deborah.
Easy says, I watched the live stream from yesterday this morning. The real emotion you guys shared for your children resonated with me. Being a father of 4 girls and 3 boys, I love to support good families.
Thank you.
7 kids,
nice.
huh?
You win.
Wait, but how many of them are twins?
That's right.
Amateur.
They probably had a harder time because twins are easy. Wait,
You guys did it the wrong way.
my body's super messed up from twins.
Keto Conduct. Did you see that she got a mommy whatever?
No.
The triple thing. Anyway.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean I can have one of those?
It's the like tightening of the skin, tummy tuck,
Yeah.
implants,
I want to get a tummy tuck.
all that sort of stuff.
All those
Anthony
things.
says magnesium is for poops. Even the malate, glycinate, tartrate forms will all initiate poops if you take 400 plus milligrams.
Yes.
That is true. Let's see. Sean says, so Anthony, you're saying magnesium for movement. Yes.
Yeah.
Jane says, good morning. I just finished prepping new shakes and drink a root beer. Thank you for shipping the boxes UPS this month. I got mine on time last week. Leanne says, good morning. Had strawberry for the first time. Yummy. It was the flavor of the week. Yes, it is the flavor of the week. It's 36 point something percent off.
Go packs.
Yeah, it's the same $63 that the large 21 meal bags would normally be. So, Kaden says, I was confused by the Walden Farms marshmallow fluff because total carbs minus fiber carbs didn't equal 0, but it had acacia fiber, xanthan gum, and sugar cane fiber. The FDA confuses me.
Fiber.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Well, sugar cane has fiber in it.
I guess so.
But it would probably still have actual carbohydrates. Ms.
You'd
DJ
have to
says,
add
thank
all
you.
those up. That's what's so confusing. So the less ingredients, the better. Our daughter Audrey was here for the weekend, and she's like, Mom, I'm going to do keto, but keto paleo, but I'm just going to do good foods. I'm just going to do stuff that doesn't have a lot of ingredients. And I'm like,
great.
Perfect. Good job.
She can do Whole30.
I know. So she thinks she's going to do that. She decided she just wants to do Whole30 with dairy.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Carol
I
says,
am totally down.
Carol says, yeah, her husband's a mail carrier. He came home after a 13-hour day of doing his own route and then helping another carrier. He's a hard-working man. I hope he got overtime because there you go. Let's see. Shauna says, hi, Julie. Dennis says sucralose may very well undermine the benefits of acacia gum in our GI, potentially provoking a 6-month GI reset. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or
I don't know.
the acacia gum might prevent anything from happening with sucralose. There is a study, and this is on our why do you use a chemical sweetener like sucralose page. If you just search for sweeteners in Keto Chow, there is an analysis of a study that was done where they gave rats. By the way, humans are not rats. They gave them the equivalent of what would be around 100 servings of Keto Chow. And the amount of sucralose in that was enough to cause changes to their gut bacteria. Quite frankly, if you gave someone that much bacon, it would probably do the same thing. I don't know. So it is interesting in what it did, although I'm not sure how relevant it is in the context of humans doing ketogenic diets with acacia gum with a much smaller dosage.
It's like a huge smaller dose. Like
yes.
that much of anything would be bad. It wouldn't matter what it was. It would be too.
Probably.
It would not be good.
But it's out there, so that's why I have that analysis. Oh my gosh.
Words are hard.
Jerry says meat shortage equals scalp apocalypse. Yes. Bliv says, I made my own piece with the acacia gum. I suspect it's part of what makes the pancakes fluff and such.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Patricia says, I just checked and it arrived in Midland, Texas today at 2 a.m. We're closer now. I'll let you know when I get it.
Oh.
Jessica says, niacin flushing is very similar to menopause flushing.
Oh, no. I have to do that, too.
Bliv says, yeah, poor Leah, the most tragic character in the whole series. Seriously, she gets the raw end of the deal the whole freaking time. Anyway.
Sucks to be her.
Ryan says, I just noticed the other day that my blackberry bush is producing. I only use 2 to 3 berries for my cottage cheese. So good.
Isn't it? It's like perfect, right? It's just that little hint of sweetness with, so you don't have to have a lot.
Jane says, I slept through the twilight 3 times.
So you just turn it on if you need a nap.
Incidentally, the best way to watch Twilight, there is a website called RiffTrax, where you can purchase audio recordings of the people who did Mystery Science Theater. And the cool thing is, by doing it it's just a recording of them talking, they don't have to pay the license for the actual video. So they can do things like Avengers and Twilight, and all these.
And then you just play it over the
Yeah,
video
so
at
what
the
they do
same
is
time.
they tell you to, okay, as soon as you see such and such logo, hit play, and every once in a while they have a robot voice that says what's on screen at the same time, so you can sync
Sync
it
it
up.
up.
But watching Twilight with the riff tracks
That was actually really fun.
is hilarious.
They're silly.
Yep. Jerry says the amazing thing about Keto Chow is how limitless the options are to you. There are so many variations over just a meal replacement shake. Amazing. Mike says, how many
Thanks,
Chow
Jerry.
Club subscribers are there? You know, I'm actually not sure how many there are, but I'm going to have to be ordering the July recipe cards pretty soon.
Yeah.
So
we should figure that
I'll have
out.
to find out what that is.
Yep.
Gene says, whip it good. Hungry He says, oh yeah, I also got a lotto ticket while I was at the store, so wish me luck.
Good luck.
You know, if you play the change machine or the stamp machine, you win
You always win.
every single
Yep.
time.
Good advice.
Also, and I don't want to get too deep into this, but there was an incident at Buffalo Bills Casino, which I think is in Idaho, where someone accidentally filled the change machine, the dollar, you put in a 20 and it gives you ones, you put in 100 and it gives you 20s. They accidentally filled the 20 slot with $100 bills. And so people were putting in 100 and getting out 5.
I think that's not very.
And if I remember correctly, and this was in the late 90s, they went through, I think it was $60,000 before someone discovered the problem. Because you'd get 500s back and put one back in and get 500. So playing the change machine is actually a really good way to do it. Anthony wants apple pie.
I think they should be honest and say somebody messed up here.
Yeah. Older Pennsylvania says, I don't have a stand or hand mixer or room for one, so I'll find something else to do with the s'mores. Okay. Mike says, I stocked up on boneless New York strip steaks at Smith's last week. This is Reams, and it's the tri-tip that's on sale. Caden says, spicy taco and high polyphenol extra virgin olive oil this morning. FYI, Taco Bell's hot sauce is very close in flavor to peri peri sauce, without the weird Taco Bell ingredient. Oh,
That's nice.
Okay. So
Sorry, older Pennsylvanian. The cheesecake, Joe's cheesecake, is really good with the s'mores.
Oh,
Just so
yes.
you know.
So we did half of the amount and made a
With the chocolate on the bottom
marshmallow
and
layer
then
cake.
marshmallow on the top, and that was good.
Yep.
That was the best tasting of the s'mores I've liked.
Let's see. Candace says, do you know when KetoCon will be for 2022? I don't know off the
No.
top of my head.
I don't think they've scheduled it yet.
Yeah, I know that it's not happening in 2021 because of the restrictions of the Palmer Event Center. They would have had it at half capacity, but hopefully we'll have something for 2022 since we already paid $10,000 for a booth.
We did. We paid for it.
Anyway, Dennis says, too bad it's on Tuesday. Gotta love the double announcement chances on Tuesdays. S'mores in limbo. Kyra says, I made the Keto Chow banana bread this morning. Wow, so
Yay.
good.
Oh, have you tried, you guys need to try, why can't I remember the bread? What's it called? What's the yummy bread called?
Which bread?
One of our breads.
The pumpernickel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't know if it's called pumpernickel bread.
Yep. Floyd says, does anyone know where to find info on fasting before labs, what not to do? You don't want, is it for like a blood test? You don't want anything but water. And actually, they don't even want you to be taking electrolytes because that can change the results for at least, I think it's 10 or 12 hours before. Dave Feldman
So they
usually
want you to be
recommends 14.
dehydrated and feel like crap.
Yeah, you can't have water. Anyway, Nina says, good morning, I'm
make sure you
having
have electrolytes
Butterfinger
the day
today.
before.
So she's having
Ooh.
a chocolate
Yum, that's what I want.
peanut butter with chocolate toffee. Kaden says, I love Wellness Farms because it's all the empty calories, only empty of calories. Yeah, there you go. Erin says, I love Snickerdoodle and chocolate toffee, but my new favorite are pistachio and peaches and cream.
Oh, yeah. I had peaches and cream this week.
Soul Trip says, thank you for the wonderful Keto Chow Club box. Best birthday present ever. Hashtag June.
Yeah. Did we sing to you?
I don't know. Did
Or
we?
Did that happen already?
Kaden says, most humans are not rat. Don't forget Peter Pettigrew. Yes.
Oh, that's true. He was a rat.
Kaden says, I think you can have 3 Keto Chows and a 24-pack of diet soda and still be well under the lower 50% dose of sucralose. Actually, most diet soda doesn't have sucralose in it. I'd actually prefer it did. Trey says, if you can sleep through twilight and wake up in the morning, is it just dawn? It's breaking dawn. Stephanie says, Jimmy is supposed to be at the doctor. Can't reach him, so not sure. He's going to be going to work, though, and working through the pain.
How?
Oh, man.
How is he going to work? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Well,
Shauna
thank you for the
says,
update, Steph.
warm keto chow caramel macchiato comfort food. Leah says, I loved Mystery Science Theater. I don't care for the new version, though. This is the original cast, by the way.
Yeah.
Stephanie says, thank you, Miriam, for asking about Jimmy in the last night's chat. Trey says, oh, yeah, the chocolate s'mores pie was fantastic. Yes, it was. He says, my brother always teases me about the $2 to $5 a week I throw away on the lottery. So I just warn him that if I win and hit it, I ain't sharing with him. I wouldn't share with him anyway.
You could put it in a savings account.
Maitreya says, whoa, that's how much a booth costs for Gen Con. So we got the big booth.
Yeah, we got the double.
The 10 by 20 because we have enough people that are in our booth.
Yeah.
And we used to just do the regular 10 by 10, but there would be so many. We'd have so many people working the booth, and there would be so many people at the booth wanting to try it.
Yeah, so we had like this big line.
Like it would just be terrible.
It was just crazy because we want to, and we have kind of two audiences almost. Cause
yeah, we've got the fasting
who
drops
like
people.
the drops but don't like the shakes, and the people like the shakes but don't like the drops, and that's okay.
Yeah, last time we were at KetoCon, Keto Bars specifically chose their booth based on where ours was.
I know.
They said
by them.
They're like, well, wherever they are at, that must be the best
that's
place.
That's where I want to be.
And
yeah.
I thought it was great. Kenneth says, I think it might be the one I go to for my one keto event in 2022.
Yeah, it's so fun, and there's so many people there.
Lexi says, thank you for the s'mores. I was out before I joined the Chow Club, and now I have a shake to try when my family goes camping. Incidentally, if you are out camping and everyone is making,
delicious s'mores.
They're making roasted or toasted marshmallows. If there is any breakfast sausage, just get one of those, put it on the spit, and roast it over the fire.
I have roasted Quest bars too.
That's true. Yep.
Let's see. Quest bars very often anymore, but.
Adrian says, what extracts and flavorings do you recommend for Keto Chow? We like the one-on-one and the Loran oils.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we actually have a coupon for the OOO flavors in our favorite things page if you want to use that. The nice thing about the one-on-one is they're just so small, because then at least with me, if I'm going to try it, I just want to try it. I want to taste it. I don't want to buy a huge thing that I'm going to have to store if I don't like it. So you get the small one, and then you can buy a bigger one.
Yeah. Matthew says, yeah, don't use Keto Chow if you're doing anything that uses immunoassay. It has too much biotin. Mm-hmm. Angela says, may I know if you two are using Keto Chow often and have been losing weight consistently? Are there ups and downs? Well, this year we've been doing a challenge where we're trying to not to snack.
Yep.
Which
I'm winning on that one.
Yeah. Eating 3 Keto Chows a day, and so far we've been having pretty good success. Mm-hmm. You've been losing inches, right?
Yeah, I have lost a couple pounds and mostly just inches.
Yep. So, Yvonne says, pity you don't supply to the UK. Here's the thing.
We used to.
We used to ship
barely,
worldwide.
This February?
It was with the change in the EU regulations that were brought about by Brexit.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, it's something that we really didn't have any control over. In order to ship to the United Kingdom, you have to, any order that's over like 147 pounds, I think it is, including the shipping, the seller has to collect sales tax or value-added tax before it's shipped and has to remit that before it's shipped as well. That would require a full-time employee on our part, and we simply don't have enough order volume to justify hiring someone just for that. Yeah. So it's just unfortunately, hey, if the UK changes their tax situation, then I would very happily ship to the UK.
Or if we could find a distributor there,
yep,
then it would be, we could have somebody do that.
Yep.
But we haven't.
I talked to someone who was looking into it, but that kind of dropped off with the whole COVID thing. Yeah, anyway.
COVID ruins
Stephanie
everything.
says, you're very welcome. He says his back was very tired when he got home yesterday. I don't know how he's doing it. Well, he says, what about a fasting length before full yearly labs? I fast every day for 20 hours. No, the only ever recommendation I've ever seen is 12 hours before a lab is taken, just so you're not messing up the lipid panel. Jeanette says, good morning. I haven't caught y'all live in a while, so happy hump day. Kaden says microwave Quest bars are a little weird. They're good in the oven too.
Yeah.
And we used to do the Costco ones, but then the fiber that they were using in there, the fiber, was one of those ones where it totally just ruined ketosis. I think I probably gained 5 pounds.
I think I just gained an addiction that I shouldn't have had.
Yep. So whether they were, they were just bad. Shauna says there are also olive mountain extracts.
Too many products. Because then I just overeat, and I don't want to do that.
Ken says, a microwave chocolate chunk Quest bar with Walden Farms caramel syrup was so good I fasted for 30 hours. Okay. Angela says, may I know if the electrolyte drops used to be fasting drops? Yes.
Yes.
The difference is the electrolyte, we first came out with what are now called electrolyte drops.
Yep.
And Megan Ramos from the Fasting Method said, hey, can you guys make one that doesn't have as much potassium so it could be better used for extended fasting and for our kidney patients? We said, absolutely, Megan.
Yeah.
So we made a new one, changed the name
and then
to
called
Fasting
that
Drops.
Fasting Drops.
Yeah, because the other ones were more suited just for general electrolytes. So there you go.
Which they're both great. I use them both.
Dennis says, making Keto Chow chocolate peanut butter chocolate can be aromatically provocative. Everyone tells me so.
Yes.
Jerry says, chocolate s'mores pie. Where is that? Was it listed on the first Chow Club? No, so it was, it's Joe's chocolate pie recipe. The Two Crazy Ketos chocolate pie recipe. The one that has the crust that is made with coconut flour, I think. And I just used half as much chocolate as it called for and made the other half into chocolate s'mores. So I actually just made 2 pies and then split. So Ludo says, I can't help you remember pumpernickel. It's German for fart.
I can. Okay, now
Stephanie,
we know.
Or I can help you. Let's see. Stephanie says I started another alternate day eating and drinking 1 gallon of water a day.
I actually
for
really
this month.
like doing that.
Carol says not snacking is hard. I try to have a treat at the end of a meal because snacking increases glucose in the blood.
Yeah, well, that's what I do too. And I think what's really good for me is if I want to have all these snacks, I have to decide on like one. Like I can't have 15 snacks or 5 snacks or 3 snacks if I'm going to have this meal with it because I want the meal. And so then I'm like, well, do I really want this bar? Actually, I don't. I'd rather have another egg or whatever.
Okay.
So that's helpful to me.
Jerry was saying they ship to the UK all the time. Lisa says, sorry guys, I'm late. I just got back from the store. Mike says Costco changed the recipe on those bars anyway. Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. They changed the recipe on them.
So there's no question about them now.
The first set of them was good.
Was arguably good, but yeah.
Second set.
Shauna says her favorite Olive Mountain flavor is the malt.
Oh, I actually like Olive Mountain too. We should probably get some more of those. They have some good ones.
Okay. Susan says my German last name stands for bear tree.
Beer tree.
Oh, beer tree. Oh, okay. Ours means like the beast.
Yes, the beast.
Widow says I like Gesundheit too. Everyone thinks it means bless you.
That's because it's
Jerry
used in conjunction with it, right?
My brother always says Gesundheit is German for my feet are tight. Stephanie says Jimmy just called. Doctor says for him to do the physical therapy to see how he progresses with it. He goes back to the doctor on the 16th.
Okay.
But doctor said his back issues has progressed over the last few years.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm going to see if I have time to go to Costco or not before our next meeting.
Okay.
So, oh my gosh, why won't that get off?
I don't know.
Thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll be on tomorrow as well.
Yep.
Have a fantastic day.
Yep. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.